Well, Mike Silva getting the Duke here. Oh boy, the self-professed most popular wrestler in big-time wrestling. Another one on your favorites list, I know. You better get that Persian rule book out.
You mean the Iranian rule book?
Wasn't the Iranian rule book written in Persian?
Yeah, well, speaking of Persia, you didn't know this, but recently we just, me and the Sheik, we just came back from Iran. It was a beautiful party that the Sheik had at his palace made out of gold. It was an amazing palace made out of gold from top to bottom. Even the bathroom sink and the bathroom tub was made out of gold.
Oh, we have to put up with this now. Here we go. So the palace was made of gold?
Yes.
Well, what color was it? Gold? Just checking, folks. Fans, we await the arrival, none other than Kimo Kanaloa from Hawaii. Very popular young man here.
Yes, not to mention his haircut seems to be popular too.
Well, very much so in the islands of Hawaii. It's very popular. I would say the Sheik isn't showing much style here with that rat's nest, Dragon Day.
Well, first of all, let me continue. Hold on a second, Alan. Go ahead. There you go. I wanted to continue. Whoa! What? There you go. Now, Sheik should that's great. That's legal in Iran. In the Iranian rule book, it says right here you can attack your opponent from behind.
Yeah, from behind, folks. That's what we have. Pearl Harbor job by the Sheik. I wouldn't have turned my back on him for 1 second, or on Dragon Dave either. I have to keep one hand on the microphone, the other hand on my wallet up here in the broadcast booth. Sheik doing a Pearl Harbor number on Kimo Kanaloa. Has him in the corner now. Into the corner, hard into the turnbuckle goes Kanaloa. Oh, the Sheik up with a big boot right to the side of the jaw. He's got this youngster reeling, and we're about 30 seconds into this, Dragon Dave.
Yeah, exactly. But I gotta tell you something. You know, the Sheik looks very well rested. He keeps in great shape. I mean, you should have seen him working out with his 30 wives.
30 wives. Arm drag by the Sheik. Oh, big hip toss. Kimo Kanaloa rolls through. Very impressive. Nice low drop kick. Kanaloa up and over into an arm drag there, and a nice impressive series of moves. And now, there, the Sheik gets what he deserved.
That is disrespectful. I mean, he's playing on the man's religion. Disrespectful, very much so.
Oh, it's a religion used as a crutch. Now look at the Sheik, though. Too smart putting the boots to this youngster. Oh, look at that, Dragon Dave.
That is perfectly legal. Rule number 37, you can stomp your opponent's head. That's the Iranian rule book right there.
Is there a rule that you could bash your broadcast partner's head with a microphone over the head? Is that in there?
No, not from Iran, no.
Yeah, not from Iran, of course. Well, maybe you could wait for the French rule book when the Emperor shows up. Here we go now, folks. Way up high to the top turnbuckle. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we might see it. He's planting that sapling, and that turns into a tree of woe, doesn't it, Dragon Dave?
Yes, it does. Now, and I want you to pay very close attention to this. Look at this.
Oh, folks, that is just blatant rule breaking. There's no room for this in professional wrestling.
Right here, rule number 22, you can stomp on Kimo's Kanaloas.
Kimo's Kanaloas. Oh, will you stop that? They're Kimo's coconuts. But never mind, folks. Macadamia nuts aside, there's a beautiful Northern Lights and a bridge. 1, 2, 2 3/4, Dragon Dave.
Yes, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. You can tell that the Sheik is very well versed in professional wrestling. Look at this, the camel clutch.
Yeah, that's a modified version of the camel clutch. It's almost like a sleeper. I know he doesn't have it around that carotid artery, but that'll choke the life out of you. A couple of elbows in there from the youngster, Kimo Kanaloa, into the ropes. Nails the Sheik with a clothesline. Sheik does a 360, doesn't know where he is. Another one, up and over goes the Sheik. Boy, your man's getting a pasting, Dragon Dave.
Well, first of all, I think the Sheik is just, biding his time. The man is always thinking. Let me tell you.
Oh, I'm thinking about almost a 3 count here with that beautiful off the ropes reverse of the whip and then a neck breaker by Kimo Kanaloa. That was a absolutely beautiful exchange there. Big duck of the clothesline. Sheik rolls out. Oh, look at that. Nails him square on the jaw. And now a drop kick onto the side of the jaw. rolls his men out and onto that hardwood floor.
Exactly, and I think we're going to be seeing Air Iran here in a couple of minutes.
Oh boy, well I hope Kimo Kanaloa checked his hair gel and other liquids before he got on that flight. Sheik way up high, up and over, oh my God, tumbleweed. I think the Sheik got the worst of that. I think he hit his head on one of those chairs.
First of all, the Sheik knows that move very well. I personally saw him practice that move on all his wives. He would jump from the balcony of his mansion down to each wife, just like that. He knows exactly what he's doing.
All 72 of them?
Yes, all 72 of them.
Now look at this. Someone's rebob is being used as a weapon by the Sheik. Is that legal in the rule?
Exactly, right here, rule 82. You can stomp your opponent with somebody else's shoe in the building.
Oh, brother. Sheik up into that high rent district, going way up high to the top. Folks, you can hear the crowd. He is the most popular wrestler in BTW. Oh, drops the head right on the shoulder of Kimo Kanaloa. Goes for a pretty sloppy cover here, too, and yeah, he got out that back door. You're not going to pin Kanaloa unless you hook a leg or something.
Well, you know, I got to agree with that. Kimo, he knows what's going on in the ring. But it looks to me like, whoa, what do you call that?
I call that trouble. Oh, man, that was one heck of a jawbreaker. A lot of athleticism shown by the Sheik, but too close to the ropes here. Getting back to those 72 wives, Dragon Dave, I have enough trouble with my wife, Brunhilde. I don't know how this guy does it with 72.
Well, that's why I was there to help. That's why he invited me over to his mansion to help, because Dragon Dave has a reputation with the ladies, let me tell you, from Tijuana all the way down to Newark, California.
To Newark, California. With a few stops in between, and now the Sheik's really gotten under the skin of Ronnie Washington, pushes him right back. He's not going to take that.
I think Ronnie Washington should disqualify himself for putting his hands on the Sheik. That is a disqualification right there.
Reverse of the whip, Sheik in hard. Oh, Kanaloa with a big splash on the Sheik. Now he's got the crowd really into it. Sheik in trouble. Kanaloa, House of Fire. Oh, nails him right with the that posterior move there. Sheik in a world of hurt. He's got him on the ropes. A couple of nice forearms there. And he chopped, something came out of the mouth of the Sheik, and I don't think it was a prayer.
Now, wait a minute. Now, every time when an opponent is in the corner, aren't you supposed to break that hold?
Not according to you. Nobody home. Oh, that Sheik, he's clever, though. This might be the beginning of the end for poor Kimo Kanaloa. We've seen this before. You've got the Sheik on the ropes just where you want him, and then he pulls something out. Something seems to be in the ring there, some foreign object. I'm not sure what it is, and I don't mean just the Sheik. Oh, no, he's going for that modified sleeper clutch. Ronnie Washington right on top of things. We might have a submission here. Kimo Kanaloa, though, looks like he's getting up out of it. Oh, Sheik up for the ride. Oh, what's this going to be? Oh, plants him face first with a face buster, Dragon Dave.
Well, let me tell you something. I think the Sheik, hold on a second. There you go. Now the Sheik just got out in just the nick of time. Let me tell you something. The Sheik, don't count him out.
Oh, I think he's down to about 71 wives and about 11 lives. Kimo Kanaloa with another one of those forearms right to the jaw. The Sheik in, ducks that clothesline, goes in, up and over, tries for a Hurricane Rana. Oh, Kimo Kanaloa showing power, nails him with a power bomb. 1, 2, and 3. Sheik goes down.
That was kind of a fast count on the part of Ronnie Washington. I think Kirk White should take a look at this piece of footage, and he should suspend Ronnie Washington for a fast count.
Kimo Kanaloa, sensational victory here, folks. Sheik went for a Hurricane Rana. Kanaloa brought him back up, nailed him with that power bomb, and it was 1, 2, 3. Dragon Day.
I think the Sheik partied too much. I'm partially to blame there because I was there in the thick of things. We're gonna have to talk, me and the Sheik, and we're gonna have to re-strategize our training, plans.
Not only that, you might have to rethink all your training plans too.
I just said that.
No, you said you had to re-strategize.
Re-strategize?
Re-strategize, yeah.
What is that? Was that pig Latin? What are you talking about? Re-strategize?
No, it's right here in my new rule book, the BTW rule book, on how to irritate Dave.